What is going on, guys? Joe here. Welcome back to my channel and Pro Cycling Manager 2018. Today we are back for week 2 of our first Grand Tour with Remco, the Giro d'Italia, and we start on stage 8 with a massive mountain stage. So today's stage involves 5 climbs all in all. Massive mountain day yet again early on in the race. Lopez will be looking to hold on to pink, although Yates, Nibali, Bernal, Quintana and the like will all be looking to challenge him. Hopefully we can keep our place in the top 10 at least, and hopefully move into the top 5. Let's see what we can do today. Okay guys, we're still on the first climb of the day. Let's take a look at the breakaway though, because Jakob Fuglsang and Peo Bilbao along with Hugh Carthy are in that break. Fuglsang 11 minutes down already and Bilbao is 8 minutes down, but they're both very dangerous. Can't let them get too far ahead. Okay guys, we're 5k to go on this third climb of the day. You can see all the riders scattered down this mountain on that brilliant helicam right there. Let's go back to this view here. Here we go. Ballerini is done. He's just about being dropped right now. Kanga, our only helper remaining, as Palank now picks up the pace again. Think we'll be by ourselves by the top of this climb. Okay guys, we're over the top of that medium climb. Then we have this big climb before the slightly smaller climb into the finish. 45 riders left in the peloton. Kanga just been dropped. Is that Landa who's been dropped? No. But yeah, 45 riders. Let's see how we can do on this penultimate climb of the day. Okay guys, this is the front of the race. We have Carthy, Fuglsang, Bilbao and Leo Vincent, who are 6 minutes ahead of the peloton, still coming downhill into that final climb. And the pace has really been picked up. I think the breakaway might have the stage in the bag, but we need to watch out for the GC guys in this group. Okay guys, we're now on this penultimate climb of the day. I do think this is going to be the decisive climb because there is a flat section towards the end of the final climb and a long downhill after this. So we really need to try and stay with the very front group on this climb. Gap has been cut to under 4 minutes now. Maybe the peloton will take the stage. So guys, 6k to go to the top of this climb. Still 34 riders in this group. Pace really hasn't been too high. And I've had to be careful because our resistance was running out. Do not want to attack and then lose time here. As Nieve now picks up the pace, we're being blocked. An absolute treat by the Astana man. Doing a real job for Miguel Angel Lopez. And here we go. The pace really picks up now, ramps up. Let's move it up to 85. Try and stick right towards the front here. Absolutely pivotal. We're right at the front, at the top of this climb with just 4k to go now. So here we are guys. Nieve still at the front of the peloton. Pace has slowed somewhat. Thinking of doing a sneaky attack, because we're in an okay position. But the steepness is too steep for us at the moment. Maybe someone else will go on the attack. We'll just stay here for now. We're in this front, the very front of the peloton, 21 riders now. It has been thinned out somewhat as Izagiri is now out the back. I think we're just going to try and stay in this front group. No attacks for now for Remco. So guys, over the top of the climb we go. We lead the peloton over. 19 riders are all that is left. Still 3 minutes up to the breakaway. I'm sure they have the stage at this point. Was anyone dropped towards the top? No one out of the real GC favourites. As you can see, I think we're all still in this group of 19. Okay guys, big moment. There's been a fall on the downhill in the peloton. We can see Yates, Landa, Mas, Dumoulin, Uran, they're all down. Don't think it's Michael Woods has had to abandon, it seems. Oh my word, it's a big fall. I'm not sure exactly who, but there's only 8 riders left in this peloton. And yeah, a lot of GC guys behind, and that could really be costly for them. Vincenzo Nibali leading the peloton down this hill with his 84 downhill. Do you want to get some water before the bottom? Let's try and do that now as we're towards the back of the group. We do need to make sure we cling on to Nibali though. So as we come into this final climb, we can see Yates, Landa, Dumoulin, Bardet, Pogacar, they're all behind. Same with Enric Mas. And yeah, we've really got to try and make the most of this. A lot of our rivals behind and they're minutes behind and we're feeling really good. So we need to make sure we try and work with these guys, I guess. Egan Bernal seems happy to do some work. We have 2 minutes on the group behind. So maybe we can try and set a pace if no one else is going to. Maybe we can try early attack. Let's try it. Remco on the attack early on this final climb of the day, trying to push the tempo and really force the rest of the guys who are struggling to do some work here. So maybe a bad idea to attack so early, but now setting a very fast pace. I'm going to use that energy gel as there's more attacks now. Bernal and Nibali go. Let's try and just sit with Lopez here. Not sure we can follow those guys. They're too strong on the mountains for us, it seems. Let's go at 85. Quintana, Roglic and Lopez, they attack away from us. We're just going to pace. Maybe we should have followed that, Yeah, I think we've lost out there. Should have followed that attack. Can we try and attack up for them? No, they're just riding away from us on this mountain. Maybe we'll work these guys if they're willing to. Doesn't seem like they are. So Bernal and Nibali really riding hard. Same with Lopez, Roglic and Quintana. Really need to try and make it up to that group. Seems we're going to struggle to do that though, as we're still 3 minutes behind Fuglsang in that front group. So guys, with 5k to go, we are now done basically. We're with Formolo trying to work. A few guys are going to catch us up from that group behind, it seems. So we'll try and stick with them when they join us, which will be very quickly. We've lost a lot of time to Nibali and Lopez, which is a shame. We're now with this group of Yates, Mas and Iran. Try and stick with them if we can on this final flat section. Can we stick with them? I think we're just about going to do that. As up ahead, the guys are just coming into the finish. Can we stick with these guys? We're really struggling to stick with these guys, you know. Really tough day for Remco here. As Egan Bernal takes the stage ahead of Vincenzo Nibali. We're trying to go to the line, but we are completely done here. We are done. We're going to lose a lot of time again. As you can see, all the guys that finish ahead of us. Are we even going to get a gap to the guys behind? Try and follow Formolo. God, what a tough day. Absolutely draining the legs. We're going to finish, I think, is this 14th? Let's take a look behind us. We have Landa, Hanau, Hermans and Dumoulin behind us with Bookman and Bardet. But again, a really tough day in the mountains for Remco. So there it is, guys. Egan Bernal wins the stage ahead of Nibali, his second win of the Giro so far. We finished well down, over 3 minutes down of Bernal. And so Vincenzo Nibali moves into pink ahead of Miguel Angel Lopez. Bernal in third. It seems a three-way race at this point. We're in ninth, 6 minutes and 42 down. So we're now exactly 5 minutes down on Egan Bernal, just behind Enric Mas still though, in the top three in the Young Riders competition. So an absolutely crazy mountain stage. Bernal, Nibali and Bilbao, the three strongest it seems. Surprised Fuglsang couldn't hold on with the front guys from that breakaway. Good day for Roglic and Quintana. And yeah, we lost 3 minutes and 42 with Formolo. We gained time on some GC favourites like Dumoulin, Bardet, Yates. But that's only because they fell and had to make up that lost ground. And guys, if we go further down, look how many riders are out of time. You can see them all here, not going to read them all out. So many, and we can see Gaudu, Woods, Pozzovivo, a few other guys had to withdraw. So only 132 riders remain in this Giro d'Italia. Okay guys, so stage 9 from Bormio to Bergamo is classified as a flat stage despite there being a big mountain towards the beginning. Slightly uphill finish as well will really suit Caleb Ewan and Colbrelli. We'll see if Viviani can finally get a win in this Giro. Let's get into it. So guys, this has been a largely uneventful stage so far. Just 2 minutes up to the breakaway. As you see, we're sat on Seri's wheel towards the front, just making sure we stay in good position. I'm expecting the numbers in this peloton to come down somewhat. Viviani on a +3 day, so maybe we can do some work for him, try and whittle away the likes of Groenewegen, maybe Caleb Ewan and Ackermann as well. But yeah, we're in a good position coming into the finish. Okay guys, so we're now in this very strong position, 19 men again up the road. Looks like this group have now made it back though, so 100 men in the peloton we can stop working for now. Just sit towards the front, maybe sit on Viviani's wheel, try and get in the way of the likes of Ewan and the rest of the sprinters. I think Groenewegen has been dropped, can't see him. I know Ackermann did make it back, there he is in his German jersey. Let's sit on Viviani's wheel, who's having a great lead out by Benoot at the moment. Although are these attacks? Maybe we can follow Moscon now. 100 riders still here, like I said, as we come into the final 13 kilometers. Okay, we're now coming into the final 10k of the stage. We can see the 3 men still up the road. It's Kreuziger, Barban and Scottson. We can follow Viviani still. Maybe we can set a pace just to make sure we stay towards the very front of this group, which we're failing to do now. Let's pace on 85 like this. Numbers in the peloton slowly thinning out. It is that uphill finish, so we do need to conserve some resistance though. So guys, here we are, 6k to go, following the 2 UAE riders. Do they have a good sprinter here? I guess Philipsen is about. Can't see him for now though. into the final 5k, still 50 seconds up to the breakaway. We can follow Leingen, he's in a great position. I guess he'll be sprinting. No, he's not the best sprinter. They're working for Battagline, aren't they? He's a very good puncher. Let's up it to 85. Go right towards the front. Viviani is on our wheel. Don't think he has the resistance though, sadly. Viviani's going to drop away here. Let's go up at 87. Try and catch the breakaway. I think they're going to take the stage here though. Up it to 90 now, as it does flatten out slightly. Viviani is going to die sadly, just as we come into the final 1k. Up it to 99. Let's try and sprint. Try and get some of those top 3 positions. We're in a really good place here. Kreuziger just about holding on. Caleb Ewan trying to get past him, but it will be Roman Kreuziger taking the stage. And do we get third this time? Yes, we do. We finally get a top 3 position at the Giro. Really happy with that. Finally getting a few bonus seconds. So Roman Kreuziger on top of the podium. Really big win for Dimension Data. And we stay 9th overall, just 11 seconds down on Nairo Quintana now though. Nibali still in pink. And in the points competition, we're still second, just behind Caleb Ewan. Maybe we can take this away on one of the mountain stages. So far from the most exciting stage today. Big win for Kreuziger and Dimension Data though. And there were some gaps behind. Formolo, Sosa, Pogacar. I saw Fuglsang, Izagiri. They lost some time today. So again, some of the big GC guys really struggling this race. Fuglsang has been really poor. And as we can see, a few guys had to withdraw. Cataldo, Hugh Carthy, Chima out of time as well. So just 127 riders left in the race. So guys, stage 10 coming into Torino, very flat for 200 kilometers basically, until we have those 2 short climbs and that downhill into the flat finish. Hopefully Viviani can get the win finally today. Will be tough to get him over those hills though. So let's see what unfolds. So guys, just 30k to go. We're now coming into this penultimate climb. It is the hardest climb of the day as well. I'm going to try and really push our way up towards the front. There's no real pace at the moment set by Peter Seri. Well, not a particularly tough pace to follow, that's for sure. So I'm just going to come towards the front here. T.S. Benoot seems to be on the front working for Ewan again. And yeah, Viviani in a good position at the moment. He's feeling good as well. So I do want to try and get him to the finish in the front group and not let the breakaway win the stage. Okay guys, we're over the top of this first short hill and now we're going to sweep into this next short hill and then a flat finish of course. Breakaway still have almost 2 minutes, so it's going to be tough to catch them I feel like. Viviani's still in this front group but he is just clinging on. Ballerini's in a good position as well. He's feeling really good today. Plus 4 day for Davide Ballerini. Maybe he could challenge for the stage, you know. Let's see. So guys, over the top of the final climb, there's just 30 riders in this group at the moment it seems. Do you want to try and make sure we stay right towards the front? It seems Lotto still have Groenewegen here. How have they done that? Maybe we can follow Viviani if he's still here. He's just about clinging on, but Viviani is really struggling at this point. Let's try and follow one of the sprinters. Caleb Ewan seems the best man for the job. Viviani is still here as we come into the final 2.5k. We're in a good position. Groenewegen will surely be the big favourite to take the stage today. Let's just try and follow someone else. Let's try and attack now as Groenewegen seems to be done. We're leading out Caleb Ewan. Don't want to do that. Let's let up. Let Viviani come through. But Viviani's going to die before the line. And Caleb Ewan with a hat-trick of wins this Giro d'Italia. What a rider and what a race he is having. We will finish nicely in the front group. So the Aussie Caleb Ewan having a brilliant Giro d'Italia. He gets his 3rd win of the race ahead of Colbrelli and Simon Clark. And Nibali holds on to pink. We stay in 9th position as well. So pretty straightforward stage again here guys. Don't think there were many gaps in the GC. 79th and down. So not many GC guys affected it seems. No withdrawal. So 127 riders stay in the race for stage 11. So guys, stage 11 is here and it's another mountain stage, just 116 kilometers, but we have a massive mountain followed by a shorter climb and then a big downhill into the final climb of the stage. So a really tough day again. We'll have to be aware and try and not lose any time to the rest of the GC guys. So guys, the peloton has just started this long climb, such a tough climb. There's a break of 9 up the road with Vincent Palanque, Kenyuk. You can see the rest of them. Pretty strong break actually, but yeah, I'll see you later on in this climb. So guys, 7k to go towards the top of this climb. Pace really hasn't been too high. As you see, Viviani is still here. Only one man dropped as well. There's some way to go towards the top though, so I'm going to set a little pace on the front well actually 85 with Davenant, try and really weaken a few of the GC guys. Another decent day for us, so hopefully we can weaken them. Alright guys, now coming into the final 500 metres of this climb. 76 riders remain in the peloton. Of course, no GC guys are really going to be dropped here, but hopefully we can weaken them because we're on a good day. So guys, we're now over the top of this second climb, not very steep at all to be honest. Still 52 riders here and over 4 minutes to the breakaway. I think they'll have the stage in the bag ahead of that final climb. So guys, we're now into the final 10k of the stage. We're still on this downhill and then it does go uphill. We've got plenty of resistance left and Ballerini's going to be a really good lead out man on this final climb. I'd probably lead him out if the breakaway weren't up the road and going to take the stage. Vincent and Roche attacking the rest of the breakaway as we can see them on that climb. But Kanga is leading us in here. Let's go up to 85 as we come to the final 6k and the final climb of the day. So I think we're just going to try and control the peloton, not let any other GC favourites get away. Is that Adam Yates attacking? Is he setting a pace? I think he's setting a pace. We're going to have to go up to 99 or something with Kanga. These guys are setting a pace or they're trying to get away, I think. These guys are really attacking. And Kanga doing everything he can to hold that gap. Now we're going to have to go with Ballerini. Ballerini's going to really have to push it with Evenepoel, and he's a very good sprinter, so we don't want him dropping us. As Bardet trying to gain back some of his lost time, and now attacking Mas, Lopez and Yates. But we're doing a good job here. Ballerini leading us up this mountain very nicely indeed. The breakaway into the final 1k, and this peloton has been blown open on this final climb. Bardet doing a really good job. Let's up it now with Ballerini. We need to try and catch up. There you go, Ballerini doing a really good job. Let's go up to 80, 89 I think. Maybe we can follow Nibali in that pink jersey. He can drag us up this mountain perhaps as we come to the final 1k. Let's open it up ourselves up to 95. Nibali seems to be struggling, so let's just go for the sprint ourselves. Don't think we're going to lose any time here to the rest of the GC favourites. Think we've controlled it just about okay, and we should all finish in the same group here. As Leo Vincent was the winner of the stage. So Groupama FDJ get their first win of the Giro with Leo Vincent. A great win, 26 seconds clear of the rest of the breakaway. And we stay in 9th overall, no changes in the GC today. Nibali staying in pink ahead of Lopez. So guys, a pretty uneventful day in the GC. As you see, all the guys finishing on the same time pretty much. Fuglsang and Pogacar losing more time though. Did anyone withdraw today? No, still 127 riders ahead of stage 12. Right guys, stage 12 is here and it is another massive mountain day, 5 mountains again. And boy oh boy, we need to try and stay with the GC favourites, but it's going to be so tough as we've seen from the previous mountain stages already. Nibali, Lopez and Bernal, they seem to be the 3 strongest in the mountains this race. We'll try and stick with them, let's see what we can do. Okay guys, we're just coming to the top of this first mountain, started basically on the mountain, and as you see 85 guys left and our whole team have been obliterated by this mountain. Up the road we have Fuglsang, Marder, Vincent, Formolo, Dens, I think there's someone else who's up the road as well. Let's take a look, it's Moscon. Moscon is up the road, but yeah, we're just trying to conserve as much energy as possible for the remaining of today's stage. So guys, we're now coming over the second mountain of the day, still over 145 kilometers in the stage. Absolutely crazy stage here. Pace picks up momentarily, so we're going to have to go slightly quicker. But yeah, 80 riders. We still have Kanga and Ballerini looking after us. So guys, we're halfway up the third climb of the day, and as you see, 34 riders are all that remains in the peloton, and none of them are our teammates. So really tough 105 kilometers remaining for Remco here. So we'll come over the top of this middle climb in this same group, 34 riders in the peloton. We're just trying to conserve as much resistance as possible, sat right at the back of the group. Now we can maybe try and move up on the downhill ahead of this biggest mountain of the day. So guys, we're at the bottom of this massive mountain, 25 kilometers in total, absolutely massive. We've just got to try and conserve our resistance because there's a climb after this as well, but it is important to stay right towards the front of the race if we can. So guys, still 11k to go. We're over halfway up this mountain, but it does get very steep towards the top. As you see, not too much pace so far. We've really done a good job of looking after our resistance. I'm now trying to make my way towards the front of this group, just to be aware of attacks. As you see a few guys getting water halfway up the climb. I'm trying to make my way towards the front, but this narrow road is making it difficult. So guys, 7.5k to go of this climb. We're still towards the back of this group. I am trying to get towards the front as I mentioned, but it's so narrow, it's so hard to make our way up. Betancourt still sitting on the front, and everyone apart from us really has a teammate, I think, even Quintana at our KSM6. So I do want to attack because we are on a good day, but it's going to be tough to get away with so many domestiques still here. Alright guys, 5k to go towards the top. Betancourt is now done. I've made my way towards the front. We're going to try and attack. Here we go, Remco on the attack, plus 3 day. Let's try and gain some time back on the rest of the GC favourites here. Really pushing away. We are being chased down, it seems. But we are making our way up to the breakaway. Seems Formolo and Fuglsang are struggling. Now let's go at like 85. Already thinned a few men out of that group. But as I said, as they're still domestiques, it's going to be so tough to get rid of these guys. And Sam Oomen is doing the business. He's caught us up. There you are. Sam Oomen has caught us. So let's just maintain position again. Try and gain back some of that red. And I do want to go on the counter here. So let's take position towards the front. 2k to go. Let's try again. Try again. Try and get away from Sam Oomen. This time I think we have done it just about, have we? I think so. Let's push it. 87 towards the top. 1.5k to go. Moscon at the head of the race. Then it's Gino Marder. We're following now. And we do have a pretty big gap. Hopefully we can push this and then regain our resistance on this large downhill. Right guys, into the final few hundred meters. It will be Moscon cresting the mountain ahead of us. But then it will be us following him over. Let's go 99. Really push it. Now we can try and recuperate on this downhill. Let's go at like 80. Get a water bottle quickly. And we do have, it's at 2 minutes on the peloton. Basically 2 minutes on the peloton. They've kind of let us go really. And they don't want to do the chasing. Trying to catch up to Moscon now. In a really good position here with 50k to go in the stage. Okay guys, so we're off the downhill and onto this final climb of the day. Gino Marder was able to catch us up and we did lose some time to the peloton sadly. They have just 50 seconds now to gain on us. Let's take a look behind. I'm expecting a lot of early attacks here. And Moscon is just up the road. I'd love this stage here. We're in a really good position. We have now a minute on the peloton yet again. Really strong ride, but we do need to be careful of our resistance as we catch Gianni Moscon now at the front of the race. So look at this guys, 1k to go. We've dropped Marder, we've dropped Moscon. We're now at the head of the race. And what is our gap to the peloton? 2 minutes and 10 seconds. What a ride this is by Remco. We're now closing in on our first Grand Tour victory, surely. Trying to get a gap over the top, although we're really struggling now as there's attacks further back in the peloton and we're now basically done. Let's grab a water bottle at the top of that climb and try and save some energy on this downhill for that final flat section. So guys, the situation now is 50 seconds down is Nibali and Lopez who have joined Marder. Moscon is 30 seconds down. Then we have a group of 6 further down with Bernal and Quintana. I'm just trying to save as much energy as possible. And we have 10k to go on this flat section. Going to be really tough to hold on, I'm afraid. So here we are, 10k to go. We're in time trial mode. We have 10 seconds on Moscon, who's doing everything to get back up to us. He wants us to drag him to the line. I'm going to try and attack away just as he joins us. Don't want him joining us though. And it looks like he's just about able to join us. And I think we're going to have company soon as Nibali and Lopez are closing in. Let's try and go 85 to the line. Don't think we've got it in us. And look, that is unreal. Nibali flies past us. What a ride by Vincenzo Nibali. He's attacked away from Miguel Angel Lopez. And is Lopez done? Let's try and follow him. Try and conserve a bit of resistance. 30 seconds back to Marder. And we're gonna gain time today. Nibali and Lopez seem so strong. We're really struggling. We're going to let Lopez do the chasing here. With 3k to go, Nibali has a short lead on Lopez, Evenepoel and Moscon. It's a battle for the stage. Let's now try and do a bit of work with Lopez, trying to open up, trying to follow Miguel Angel Lopez. But does Nibali have the stage? Let's try and sprint. Lopez is done. Here comes Moscon. Nibali takes the stage. Great win for the Italian. Moscon second, we're third, so close. What an effort today. Oh my word, Nibali and Lopez are so strong, but it's a great day for Remco in the Italian mountains. So it's Vincenzo Nibali with a famous win ahead of Moscon, Evenepoel and Lopez. What a win for Trek Segafredo and Vincenzo today. And Nibali now has 35 seconds on Lopez and Remco moves up to 6th, 6 minutes and 44 down. And we're now second in that Young Riders jersey, 4 minutes down on Bernal and over a minute ahead of Emmerich Mas. What a stage that was. Unbelievable. We got rid of the peloton on top of that penultimate climb, stayed ahead down the downhill, and we extended our lead over this final climb. Nibali and Lopez, particularly Nibali, is unbelievably strong this race. He's an unbelievable rider, even at 35 years old. And yeah, he looks the favourite for the GC for sure now, with Bernal and Yates dropping further away today. It seems a two-horse race. We're looking good though in 6th place now. And a quick note that Groenewegen has withdrawn. He's out of time. Same with Halvorsen, so less competition now for Viviani in the sprints. So guys, stage 13 from Fasano to Piacenza is a flat stage, and hopefully we get some respite today after a big day in the mountains. Viviani the favourite, hopefully he can finally get his win. Let's see if he can do it. Right guys, so we're just approaching the final 10k. The breakaway do have over 2 minutes, or just about 2 minutes. So to be honest, I don't think we're going to catch them. We may as well just relax in the peloton because it's pointless. I think Caleb Ewan is somehow up the road with his teammate T.S. Benoot. Not quite sure how that came about, but let's just follow Viviani. He can take us into the finish line. Up the road, you can see the breakaway here. Maybe Edmondson, probably the favourite. He's a very good sprinter. But yeah, 68 riders. I did notice Egan Bernal, he did fall, and I think he's still behind. I'm not 100%. We'll have to check at the end of the race as we come into the final 5 kilometres. So guys, now into the final 3k of the stage. Ackerman flies up the road. Let's just cruise in like 90 or something. Up the road, who is going to take the stage in Piacenza? It is Romain Hardy ahead of Alexander Edmondson. Surprise win there, if you ask me. Let's sprint towards the line. Make sure we stay in this front group and all will be good for us. So a big win for Team Total and Romain Hardy. What a win ahead of Edmondson and Jascha Sütterlin. So no win for Viviani yet again. The breakaway take this one. I don't think we've had many breakaway. I think that might be the first breakaway win actually. Ilnur Zakarin has had to withdraw unfortunately. But apart from that, Egan Bernal, he did make it back into the group. So let's take a look at stage 14. So guys, stage 14 from Parma to Pisa, the final stage of today's episode and the second week of the Giro d'Italia. Is today the day Elia Viviani gets his win? Hopefully, let's see. So guys, we're just kicking off the stage, but I did want to note, I did notice on the loading screen, we have now hit our fitness peak and we get a +5 day on the first day. Really exciting stuff heading into week 3. Alright guys, we're into the final 10k. There is still a breakaway just over a minute up the road and they do look very dangerous. Benoot is doing his best to reel them in. We're second in line as well. I do want to say there was a big fall earlier and quite a few guys withdrew. Not sure exactly who. We'll take a look at the end of the stage. But now we have Lambrecht laying down a real pace. With 6k to go, they still have 50 seconds. It's not looking good. Ballerini doing everything now, trying to bring in the breakaway. With 5k to go, they still have 45 seconds. It's going to be very close. Now we're going to do some work on 89. Maybe we can push it up to 95 momentarily. Trying to reel them in for Elia Viviani. Going to be so tough. Let's go 99. Try and do a lot of work here. We're doing a real good job for the team. 30 seconds up to the breakaway now. Let's try and sprint. Then it will be Ballerini leading out Viviani. There you go. We've done our job for the day. Ballerini leading out Elia Viviani. The breakaway are caught. Is this the day? It's looking good. Schachmann comes round. Ackerman versus Viviani. Oh my word, and Ackerman takes it just ahead of Viviani. Viviani left it too late at the ends. Oh my word, and all our good work is for nothing. Another second place for Viviani. So Pascal Ackerman gets his first win of the race for Bora, and poor Elia Viviani just can't get that win in Italy. So 2 pretty quiet stages after that massive mountain stage for Remco. We can see Bookman, Nieve, De La Cruz and 2 other guys had to withdraw at the end of the day. So now just 115 riders remain in the race. But yeah, looking at the GC, it seems Nibali and Lopez are the 2 strongest men of the race. Bernal looks very good as well. But we're 6 minutes 44 down and we have our eyes on Primoz Roglic in that 5th place. I'm feeling really hopeful with our fitness peak coming in the final week of the race. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Drop a like and a comment down below for me if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you for the final week of the Giro d'Italia.